Today, we will briefly summarize the film The Fruit. A young man prays, gets drunk, and throws the Bible into a fire. When he wakes up, he sees that the book has not burned and has become thinner. The door opens. He draws a circle around himself, and a volcanic hole forms on the floor. We are transported to a room where a couple is making love. Suddenly, Chris sees horns on his girlfriend and abruptly stops the process of penetration. In the bathroom, he discovers that the condom is torn. The girl, named Alex, asks in confusion what she did wrong, but the guy replies that everything is fine. The next day, during her annual checkup at the gynecologist, she learns that she is pregnant. Chris's mother calls him and asks him to come to his father's funeral, but he says he won't go. He remembers how his father hurt him as a child, and he still can't forgive him. Alex returns, finds a torn condom in the trash, and tells him about her pregnancy. She is furious that he didn't say anything. She says that her mother died in childbirth and that they need to go to her father's house immediately. The guy hands her some pregnancy pills, but the girl freaks out and throws them away. Chris says he's not ready for a child yet. Seeing that he is on a dating site, the girl goes into the bathroom to catch her breath. She feels contractions in her stomach, sees something, and loses consciousness. Chris decides to take her to her father. Alex develops a terrible appetite. On the way, they stop at a local pub to use the restroom. Inside, she begins to experience terrible pain, and a frightening sound is heard. At the sight of a woman, the creature inside Alex instantly kills the stranger. The girl hides the murder from her boyfriend and says that her father always told her that doctors would not help her during pregnancy. She should go to him immediately. She also warns that he is blind, fought in Vietnam, and has his own quirks. During the war, due to hunger and clouded judgment, he shot a friend, so it's better not to talk to him on an empty stomach. While unpacking the meat, the creature inside the girl begins to move, and in order not to kill her boyfriend, she runs out into the street. Chris cuts himself. She asks him to wipe up all the blood and throw away the steaks. The girl's father smells her boyfriend's blood, goes to the wound, and says that his daughter is pregnant. During dinner, the father offers a drink, but the boyfriend refuses, and the man calls him gay. Chris decides to test his eyesight, but without success. The father asks the guest to behave properly. The daughter then asks about her mother's medical death certificate and the clinic where she was born, but the father evades the question and says that they need to stay with him for the night. While searching for any documents about their mother, the kids decide to go to the city to get some birth control pills, but before they can leave the house, the girl loses consciousness. Her father arrives. He takes off his glasses and says,
"It's time to act."
Chris realizes that he is not blind. The boy persuades him to take her to the hospital, but the father says that this is no ordinary fetus. He hits Chris, puts his daughter on a wheelbarrow, and takes her to the highway. There he conveniently places her and runs into the forest, hiding with his daughter's lover in the bushes. He tells the boy that she needs a sacrifice. Together they watch as a car stops. The driver wants to help the girl, but the devilish creature inside her instantly and mercilessly kills him. When she wakes up, she sees another victim of her unborn child. Her father approaches and puts her to sleep. He drags the body of the murdered man into the car, takes Chris's shirt, and drives away to cover his tracks. He tells Chris that the creature does not touch its own kind and asks him to take his daughter to the house and wait for him. When she wakes up, the girl demands that her beloved stay away, but the guy says that the fetus will not touch him. It is growing very quickly. If it is not given human blood, it will kill the girl from within. Chris suggests cutting the umbilical cord the next time the beast comes out. The father arrives. The angry daughter sees that her father is not blind and demands to know what happened to her mother. He tells her that her mother is alive. He locks Alex in her room and goes hunting with Chris. After looking into the demonic book, the guy realizes that the girl's father regained his sight in exchange for the child. The man takes Chris to his neighbor's house and says that he doesn't feel sorry for feeding him to the beast. He cheated on his wife. The guy refuses to help, but the old man threatens to call the police, lead them to the body of the murdered man, and say that Chris killed him because his shirt is nearby. The guy has no choice but to agree. The hunt begins, but it doesn't go according to plan. The wife comes out, and they have to fight. They kill both of them. The father goes further and kills Chris for his collection. After that, he brings his neighbor and presents him to his grandson, who happily climbs out and sucks the victim's blood. The girl says she loves Chris. The father brings the tied-up guy, who tries to free himself with a knife. They listen to the story about her mother. In his youth, he read a spell from a book of black magic, after which a beautiful girl of incredible beauty took possession of him, and they had a child. As it turned out, he slept with a black hole, and the girl was not an angel at all, but the devil incarnate. He decided to run away with the child, and she cursed him, blinding him. The father says that before his daughter was born, he also fed her people. The devil tells Medex that she wants to rape the young man, but he resists and kills the man. After that, he brings a second hostage, his neighbor's wife, in the hope of cutting the umbilical cord when the monster comes out, but she runs away. The devil's hand revives Medex, and he goes to introduce his daughter to his mother. The mother takes control of Alex's body and attacks Chris. It is no longer Alex, it is her mother, Sarisa. She persuades the young man to give himself to her, and to always give himself to her, but he refuses. The child climbs out of her mother and strangles her, trying to remove the evil witch's control, thereby protecting her father. The girl comes to her senses. The child has removed her grandmother's control over her mother. Alex says she wants to keep the child. Her father tells her that she was born in the same way, and she changes her mind. She says that Chris saved her life by stabbing her father because he was under her mother's control. She also says that while her body was possessed, she saw the future. And he will be an amazing father. She knows how to close the portal. Meanwhile, the devilish tears off Medex's arm and forces him to bring her the fruit. He shoots Chris and gives his daughter a condition. If she gives up the baby, her beloved will be healed. The girl agrees. The devil gives her her father's hand to eat. Chris ambushes the first car he sees and kidnaps it. The girl pushes and gives birth to a child. Chris suddenly appears and says he will serve Cerise if she heals him. After the healing, seeing the love between his daughter and the boy, Maddox sacrifices himself and jumps into the devil's hole. But this is not the end, only the beginning. The hellish woman, with a beautiful smile, climbs upstairs and demands her grandson, but her daughter stands in her way. She detains her mother, but not for long. The police arrive, the beauty searches for Chris and kills the police officers who have arrived. She tears off their heads and drinks their blood. The hand is healed. After that, the grandmother takes her daughter hostage and demands the child. Chris throws the child into the hole and begins to read the devilish book of Medex with his eyes closed. The girl tears off Ceris's head, who falls into the closing portal. As it turns out, the child is alive. Chris hid him and threw only a towel into the portal. In the end, they bury the remains of the people and place the father's cane on top. After they leave, it moves.
Don't wake the dead. They'll wake up when they want to.